a complete beginner's guide on how to sell digital products in 2024. Whether you're tired of the 9-to-5 grind or just looking to add some extra income streams, selling digital products in 2024 could be the game changer that you've been searching for. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through a complete beginner's guide on how to sell digital products, from brainstorming your ideas to actually getting those sales rolling in. So grab a coffee, get comfortable, and let's dive in. Part 1, why digital products are the future. So let's kick things off by talking about why digital products are such a big deal right now. If you've ever sold physical products online, you know the drill. Inventory management, shipping, dealing with returns, it can be a lot. But with digital products, all of that goes out the window. Once you've created your product, it's out there making money for you 24/7. No inventory, no shipping, and the best part, the margins are huge. For me, this shift was a complete game changer. I started out with physical products on platforms like Etsy and Shopify, and while that was great for getting my feet wet in e-commerce, moving to the digital products was a whole new level of freedom. I could be anywhere in the world and my shop would still be open, making sales without me having to lift a finger. If you're looking for a way to make money that doesn't tie you down, digital products are where it's at. Part 2, finding your niche. What should you sell? This is where a lot of beginners get stuck because it can feel overwhelming to choose just one thing. But here's the thing, you don't have to get it perfect right away. Your niche is going to evolve as you learn more about what works and what doesn't. The key is to start with something that you already know or care about. For example, think about the skills or hobbies that you already have. Maybe you're into graphic design, photography, writing, or even something unconventional like fantasy sports or organizing your home. Write down everything that you're good at, and I mean everything. And don't hold back here. If you're great at organizing your closet, there's probably someone out there who needs help with that. If you're a whiz at video games, maybe you can create walkthroughs or guides. The possibilities are endless. Once you have your list, start thinking about how you can turn those skills into a digital product. Maybe you create printable planners, ebooks, online courses, or digital art. The key is to find a way to use your unique skills to create something that other people will find valuable. And don't worry if you're not sure what that is yet. Sometimes the best ideas come when you're not even looking for them. Part 3, validating your ideas. Is there a market? Now that you have a few ideas, it's time to validate them. This step is crucial because it's easy to fall in love with an idea that you think is amazing, only to find out later that nobody else cares about it. So before you dive headfirst into creating your product, take a little time to research whether there's actually a market for it or not. One of the easiest ways to do this is by shopping around on the platform that you plan to sell on. Let's say you're thinking about selling on Etsy. Spend an evening browsing through the categories that interest you. Are there products similar to what you're thinking about? If so, that's a good sign. It means that there's demand. But here's the trick. Don't just copy what's out there. Look for ways to make your product better, more unique, or more targeted to a specific audience. For example, let's say you're a graphic designer and you notice that printable wedding invitations are popular on Etsy. Instead of just making another set of invitations, think about how you can add value. Maybe you offer customizable templates or a bundle that includes invitations, save the date cards, and thank you notes. Or perhaps you niche down even further and create invitations specifically for destination weddings. The goal is to find a way to stand out in a crowded market. Part 4, creating your digital product. Speed over perfection. Once you've validated your idea, it's time to move on to creating your product. And here's where a lot of people get tripped up. They think that their product needs to be perfect before they can launch. But the truth is, it doesn't. Especially when you're just starting out, the most important thing is to get something out there. You can always improve it later based on feedback. Let's take an example. Suppose that you're creating an online course. You might be tempted to spend months perfecting every lesson, every slide, every detail. But instead, try creating a minimum viable product, a basic version of your course that covers all the essentials. Launch it, get some feedback, and then iterate. Not only will this approach save you time, but it'll also give you valuable insights into what your audience actually wants. And here's another pro tip. If you're selling on a platform like Etsy, don't just launch with one product. Aim to have at least 10 products in your shop. This might sound like a lot, but it gives customers a reason to stick around and browse. And it signals to the platform's algorithm that you're serious about your business. Plus, the more products you have, the more chances you have to make a sale. Part 5, setting up your online store. Now that you've got your products ready, let's talk about where to sell them. Sure, marketplaces like Etsy and Gumroad are fantastic for reaching a large audience. But if you really want to build a sustainable business, having your own website is crucial. Not only does it give you complete control over your brand and customer experience, but it also allows you to keep 100% of your profits. No marketplace fees to worry about. out. If you've never built a website before, don't worry. It's a lot easier than it sounds. I recommend using Bluehost or Hostinger. Both of these are incredibly beginner friendly, and they make it super easy to get your site up and running with just a few clicks. Plus, they're super affordable, which is always a bonus when you're just starting out, and you can get a discount by using one of the links down in the description. Now, if you want to create your website via WordPress, then Bluehost is one of the best hosting platforms out there. And if you click the link down in the description, it's going to bring you to this page right here. And here you can choose between one of their 4 plans. Now, for most of you watching this, if you're just getting started and this is the first website that you've ever built, then the basic plan is going to be more than enough to get you started. It comes in at $199 per month for the first term, and you can build up to 10 websites. It comes with 10 gigabytes of SSD storage, 100 concurrent visitors, ideal for 40,000 visits per month. There's AI site creation tools, and you get a free domain for the first year along with a lot more. So if you want to get started with Bluehost, just click the link down in the description to get the best pricing possible. And if you want to get started with Hostinger, be sure to click the link down below in the description. That's going to bring you to this page right here where you can go ahead and click on Start Now. Now, Hostinger has 3 different plans to choose from: the Premium, the Business, and the Cloud Startup. But again, for most of you watching this, if you've never created a website before, Premium plan will be more than enough. You can build up to 100 different websites to support about 25,000 visits monthly. You get 100 gigabytes of SSD storage, 400,000 files and directories, free pre-built templates, free automatic website migration, free email, weekly backups, free domain for the first year, and a whole lot more. Once you choose your plan, just click on Choose Plan, and then at checkout, you just need to select the term that you want to commit to. Now, you can select a 1 month, 12 month, 24 month, or 48 month. For this option, we're going to go ahead and select the 12 month option. Now, one more thing here to get the most amount of savings possible, come on down to the coupon code area and type in Charlie Chang at checkout. And as you can see, for only $32.29, you're going to get a full year of web hosting on Hostinger, which is an incredible deal. So if you want to get started with Hostinger, be sure to click the link down in the description, and don't forget code Charlie Chang at checkout. So here's a quick step-by-step to get you started. Head over to Bluehost or Hostinger using the links I've provided in the description below. Choose a domain name that represents your brand, and think about something that's easy to remember and easy to spell. Select the hosting plan that fits your budget. They have options for every level, so don't worry if you're not ready to go all in just yet. And once you've signed up, you can install WordPress with just one click or use the built-in website builder. It's really that simple. Pick a theme that suits your style, customize it to make your own, and you're good to go. So having your own website gives you a platform that's 100% yours. Whether you're selling digital products, offering services, or even thinking about starting a blog, your website will be the hub for everything that you do. And the best part is that you don't need to be a tech whiz to set it up. So let's say you decided to go ahead and choose Hostinger as your hosting provider. Once you go ahead and use the link down in the description and use code Charlie Chang at checkout, it's going to bring you to this page right here. So this is what Hostinger looks like on the inside. Now, the first thing I'd encourage you to do is go over to domains and select get a new domain. Here you can go ahead and claim your free domain that you'll have access to for the first year. Now, we've already used the free domain on our hosting plan, so I'm going to skip this step, but just know that this is where you can do that. Next, we're going to come over here to websites, and I'm going to show you just how easy it is to build a website on Hostinger. So from here, you're going to go ahead and click on add website on your hosting plan. We have several different hosting plans, but you'll most likely have just one. So we're going to go ahead and click on Add Website. And this is where you can choose to either build your website with WordPress, the Hostinger website builder, an empty website, or you can migrate your website. And for this example, we're going to use the Hostinger website builder just to show you how simple it is to get started. So the first question it's going to ask is if we want to let the AI create our website in minutes. And for this example, we're going to go ahead and let it do that. It's going to ask you the website type, whether it's a business showcase, an online store, a landing page, blog, portfolio. We're going to go ahead and click on online store. Our brand name, we'll go ahead and call this Ferocious Fitness. And then it's going to ask you for a description to describe your project or your brand in a few sentences and include what colors and fonts you'd like to use. Go ahead and type in your description and click create website. Now the AI is going to go ahead and build our website in just a few seconds here. It's really that fast and really that easy. Okay, so in just about 30 seconds, we already have our website up and running. We have the homepage here. We have a place to sell programs, nutrition, shop, a cart, and this cool video in the background. It went ahead and selected the fonts and colors for us. And here it even went ahead and put in some different programs that we can sell here as digital products, which is pretty cool. Part 6, optimizing for SEO. Get found by your audience. All right, so you've got your products listed and your website is live. Now, how do you make sure that people find you? This is where SEO, or search engine optimization, comes into play. I know SEO can sound a little intimidating, but it's really just about making sure that your products show up when people search for them online. When it comes to SEO, there are a few key things that you need to focus on. First are your product titles. You want to use long tail keywords. These are specific phrases that your potential customers might be typing into their search bar. For example, instead of just activity book, you might use printable activity book for preschoolers, or animal themed activity book for kids, or in the fitness example that we have, 12-week training program for 25-year-old men. The same goes for your product tags. On platforms like Etsy, tags are super important because they help your products show up in search results. A good strategy here is to see what tags your competitors are using and then try to incorporate similar ones. But again, don't just copy. Think about how you can add something unique. And let's not forget about your product descriptions. While they might not play as big a role in SEO as titles and tags, they're still important for convincing potential customers to buy. Be sure to include all the details: what your product is, how it works, what makes it special, etc. The more information you provide, the better. And don't be afraid to let your personality shine through in your descriptions. People like to buy from real humans, not faceless businesses. Now, if you're serious about improving your SEO and getting your products in front of the right audience, then I highly recommend checking out SEMrush. With SEMrush, you'll gain access to over 50 tools that help you uncover profitable keywords, monitor your daily rankings, and fix technical SEO issues that might be holding your site back. Whether you're an SEO professional, an e-commerce business, or a content marketer, SEMrush has the tools that you need to grow your audience online faster. Don't just take my word for it though. Go ahead and start your 14-day pro exclusive access trial today and see how SEMrush can transform your SEO strategy by clicking the link down below in the description. Part 7, marketing your digital products, free versus paid strategies. Okay, so your products are live and optimized for search. Now it's time to get the word out. Marketing can feel overwhelming, especially if you're new to it. So I'm gonna break it down into 2 categories: free or organic marketing and paid marketing. Let's start with the organic marketing. One of the best ways to drive traffic to your products without spending a dime is by using social media. Platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and Pinterest are gold mine for getting your products in front of the right people. Create content that showcases your product, whether it's behind the scenes of your design process, tips for using your products, or even customer testimonials. And don't forget to link back to your website or shop in your bio. Pinterest in particular is often overlooked but incredibly powerful. Think of Pinterest as a visual search engine. People go there for inspiration, whether it's for home decor, fashion, or yes, even digital products. Create eye-catching pins that link directly to your products and watch the traffic start to roll in. The best part is that Pinterest content has a long lifespan, so your pins can keep driving traffic long after you've posted them. Now let's talk about paid marketing. I'm a big believer in starting with free methods first, but once you've established that your products are selling and you're making a profit, you might want to reinvest some of that money into paid ads. Platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and even Pinterest offer advertising options that can help you reach a larger audience. The key here is to start small. Don't blow your budget on ads until you're sure that they're going to pay off. Another paid strategy that can be really effective is influencer marketing. You don't need to go after a big name influencer with millions and millions of followers. In fact, smaller influencers, those with 1,000 to 5,000 followers, can often be more engaged with their audience and more affordable to work with. Reach out to influencers in your niche, offer them a free product in exchange for a shout out, and see how it goes. It's a great way to get your products in front of a new audience without spending a fortune. Testing, adapting, and growing. By now, you've got your products up, you've marketed them, and maybe you've even started making some sales. But here's the thing, this is just the beginning. The world of digital products is constantly evolving, and the key to long-term success is staying flexible and willing to adapt. One of the best things you can do is to regularly test what's working and what isn't. Maybe you notice that one product is selling really well, while another isn't moving at all. Instead of getting discouraged, see it as an opportunity to learn. Double down on what's working, create more products in that style or niche, and for the ones that aren't selling, try to figure out why. Maybe it's the price, the design, or the way you're marketing it. Tweak it, test it again, and keep going. Remember, building a successful digital product business is a marathon, not a sprint. It's all about continuous improvement, learning from your mistakes, and staying your goals. And the great thing about digital products is that once you've created them, you can keep selling them over and over again, making your efforts truly scalable. And there you have it, your complete beginner's guide to selling digital products in 2024. From finding your niche, to setting up your website, to marketing and growing your business, you've got everything that you need to get started. Now, I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. Here on this channel, we make tons of videos on how to get started with side hustles so you can replace your day job or just make a couple extra bucks each month. Now, if you're ready to take the plunge and start building your own website, don't forget to check out the links to Bluehost and Hostinger in the description below. They make it super easy to get started even if you're a complete beginner. And if you're ready to take your SEO to the next level, don't forget to check out SEMrush, and you can get a free 14-day trial by using the link down in the description. Now, the links down there are affiliate links, and they really help out the channel when you use them at no extra cost to you. So if you end up using them, we thank you so much in advance. But other than that, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.